Hi guys, Ashley here, and today we're here with Raphaël, who is the founder of Real Moving Minds in cooperation with Premium Speakers. This is a global speakers bureau that works with the world's biggest names. And today let's talk about speaker business. A lot of people on my LinkedIn right now are interested in what is professional speaking? How does it work? Can I become a professional speaker? At the same time, many organizations right now finally start looking for external opinion, experts, somebody to come in and speak for their internal team or big conference that they are organizing, and I'm willing to pay for that. So tell us a little bit, what is this professional speaker business?
Now, most of the companies are looking for an external partner because it's always better to have somebody external talking to the people to try to move them, and they're looking, especially for the moment, it's all about transformation. That's why the most important topic at the moment will be digitization and of course everything which is relating, of course, with a lot of experts, but also people like Richard Branson, Obama, and of course people who are making really impact. It could be somebody you never heard of, but he's amazing and he is able to move people. So that's what people we're working with.
So if it's somebody like Barack Obama or Madonna, I understand why people are willing to listen to them and and are willing to pay a lot to have that figure to also sell the tickets, let's say, if it's an external conference. But what if it's somebody who is a niche expert, right? Let's say an expert on AI, an expert on Chinese social media, something like that. Why do you say that these external speakers, these external experts actually carry more weight than the internal professionals?
You have to make a difference. First of all, you have to find out which event it is. Sometimes they have like a marketing event and they might need somebody like Obama. If they want to move something in the company, it's easy to have a real expert who knows what he's talking about, and that's why always it's better to have an external than somebody who's working for the company because they already know him and they might not really
appreciate his guidance.
So it's better to have somebody else talking the same words
on the company's behalf.
by giving some insight.
How is this business is right now in Europe? How developed is it? Because in Asia and especially in China, it's still in its infancy. It's still very, very small, but it's picking up.
I would say, Europe is the second market after the US. The US is very strong. Germany, I believe, is the second strongest in matters of speakers. Speaking, starting now in other countries. France is starting a little bit more. Scandinavia is very strong, very strong.
So in terms of the demand for professional speakers. So basically, it's the US on top, then there's
second Germany,
Scandinavia somewhere third, and then we move down.
And now I notice that more and more is coming from Eastern Europe.
And US, you mentioned, is the biggest market. So why is it the biggest? Like, do they pay better? Is the demand bigger? Like, how do you determine the biggest?
I think they started very early to understand that people can be reached by other people, and it's like a business to start it. That's why also the fees are extremely high.
How high? I think now everybody's like, okay, how much do they get?
Well, it depends who it is, of course, but very fast you have six figures fees, not always, but it really depends. But top people, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, which is a lot of money, but otherwise it also has to do with you can't do everything over there, and if you want to top people, they also have to select which event am I going to go or not.
Okay, so these are celebrities, and if somebody is not a celebrity, if somebody is an expert, a good expert in the field, they have a book or a few books, they really know their subject, they've really been in the trenches, they've been doing it for a couple of years. What do people usually get in the States? Maybe some brackets.
The brackets between 20 and 60,000
US dollars per speech.
Right.
And what about Europe?
Europe, the top speakers, I've got some, can't say the names because they're very dangerous, but they have between 10 and 20, 25 euros.
Also when they're experts, not celebrities.
Correct.
Yeah. And what about Asia? Do you know anything about Asia?
Well, it's completely mixed. That's my impression. I have the impression there are some people, experts being between 10 and 20, but some others who are very famous experts, they have higher fees, which might be 30, 45, 50,000 US.
Why would brands and companies start working with an agency? Why wouldn't they just go and find an expert and search for an expert on LinkedIn and say, hey, come and speak with us?
Well, the main problem they have is there are so many speakers on the market. It's very difficult to find out who are the right people for my company. So they need a person of trust who can really recommend people he knows very well and he understands the company, what they are looking for, and you better place people when you understand the company and the topics and the person who's speaking.
So people from the industry, right? Because also it's once you start working with professionals, it becomes very expensive. So if you're paying, let's say, $30,000 US, you want to make sure that this is the right person who comes in.
Correct.
You don't want to be doing LinkedIn search and then reaching out and then just praying and hoping for the best.
And also there's another reason, which is cost, because you invest a lot of time doing researches, and then you have the contracts and everything which is related to it. That's what is easier if you have a person of trust who's dealing and taking care of everything, and you can lay back more or less and concentrate on the other things, you know.
Yeah,
and that's why it's good to work with somebody who has good knowledge in this area.
And what do you think is the future of this industry globally? How do you see it changing, shifting, moving, and how we as speakers, as conference organizers, as internal corporates and teams need to be prepared for that?
I think it's always going to be a matter of transformation. It's always going to be transformation. And you have to understand, as a speaker as well, that you have to transform, that you have to see what does the client want, how does the market change, and to recognize the topics that are requested, and then to adapt and to deliver, and make impact. That's what they're looking for, real impact, sustainable impact. Yeah. I think there is a big demand on it, but there is going to be a big selection of really good people, and other people who would like to be a speaker might not be good enough. So a lot of people want to go in there, so it's going to be a nice fight. For the pole positions, yeah.
Okay guys, so basically if you're thinking to become a professional speaker, you better start earlier to build your brand, to really master the skills, because you need so many things. It's not just knowing your topic, it's also becoming a great performer. Making sure that you have the right voice dynamics, making sure that you have the right network, that you really understand what the conference or specific team is looking for. There's so many things, managing the group, there's so many skills that go into being a professional speaker. So start early. And if you are an organizer, if you're working for an internal team that's going through any kind of transformation, work with professionals, because they can help you, they can find the right expert, they can make sure that your money is well spent, they can take away a lot of pain from you. And
an expert will also tell the speakers how to adapt things, to work on their profile, on themselves, because there's a lot of work they're doing on themselves. And we can help them because we know so many people, top people working in our business. So we really can recommend the right things then. Yeah.
Absolutely. So Raphaël is based in Munich, but he is working with speakers and companies globally. If you guys are looking for premium speakers, here's the guy to talk to. And if you are an aspiring speaker of big caliber that has already built up a profile, definitely reach out. He will be happy to connect, and potentially you're going to be working together. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, and we'll chat soon.